Digital detox gone wrong. So last weekend, my mom announced that our family was in desperate need of a digital detox. Her words, not mine. She'd read an article about how screens are frying our brains and decided we'd reconnect with nature, like pioneers but with more trail mix. My dad just nodded and started packing non-perishable snacks like he was prepping for the apocalypse, and my little sister smuggled her iPad into her sleeping bag, thinking she was slick. We drove out to this remote campsite where even the mosquitoes had spotty reception, and Mom made a big deal of collecting everyone's devices and locking them in the glove compartment. No phones, no tablets, no nothing. It's about rediscovering the simple joys, she said, right before realizing she'd forgotten to print out the instructions for setting up the tent. The first day was fine. We did all the usual camping stuff, hiking, roasting marshmallows, pretending we knew how to identify poison ivy. But by day 2, things started to unravel. Mom kept reaching into her pocket for her phone, only to find a granola bar. She tried making conversation, but it mostly consisted of questions like, "Do you know what time it is? And did you hear that? Was that a bear or just my notifications withdrawal?" Dad built an unnecessarily large fire and stared into it like he was trying to download a new personality app from the flames. My sister, meanwhile, was suspiciously quiet, which I later learned was because she was making TikToks with a pine cone and a twig. Then the real weirdness started. After breakfast, Mom announced she was going on a nature walk to clear her mind, and returned half an hour later with a handful of rocks and a suspiciously guilty expression. Next thing I knew, she was stacking firewood in odd patterns and waving her hands over the smoke like she was auditioning for Survivor. She kept glancing at me and muttering, "If I could just get 3 puffs for 'Are you awake?' and 2 for 'Bring snacks.'" At one point, she actually tried to send Dad a smoke text, but all she managed to do was set off the campfire alarm at the ranger station down the road. By the time we packed up, Mom sheepishly admitted that maybe a 24-hour detox would have sufficed. As we drove home, she handed everyone their phones back, sighed, and said, "Next time, I'm bringing a carrier pigeon. At least then, I won't have to use the campfire to send a burner message."